also need to learn food preservation techniques, safe ones. I see and hear and read so many people say, oh, the government this, the government that. Well, the government has made some huge mistakes. And so have the people that voted the government in. But the thing is, there are some branches that all they've done is do some testing to find out what's actually safe to can and how to process it. So you don't have to do any guesswork. You don't have to test. You don't have to be the guinea pig for canning. Why would you want to be? Because you can wind up dead if you do that. So they've already done the testing, and there's thousands, literally thousands of safe canning recipes on the USDA websites, the University Extension websites, Ball, Bernardin, Clemson, University of Georgia, all kinds of places where they've done testing. They've put the time in, they spent the money, and they've done the testing to make sure the food is safe. You don't have to guess at it. You don't have to wonder, is this jar of soup going to kill my family? Because the truth is, in a worst case scenario, in an SHTF situation, the last thing you want is to have to try to find a doctor. What if you can't find a doctor and your loved one dies? It's insane to take a chance on foodborne illness when it's just so easy to can up things safely. There's no point in doing it any other way. That's my opinion. You may not share it. You may like to do things your own way. But the problem is, it's a gamble. It's like Russian roulette. You might can 100 jars of something that's considered unsafe, that's been tested and proven unsafe, and they might be fine. But what if one of those jars is contaminated with botulism? You're not going to know which one. There's no sign or symptom to them until after you've eaten it, until after your loved ones have eaten it. And then it's all downhill. There's no going back. Very few people actually get botulism, but I'm not sure I want to be including it in that tiny data. So I'm going to do what I can to keep from getting it. Anyway, that's my little rant. So learn how to properly can, how to be safe with your canning. Learn how to dehydrate food. Learn how to smoke or cure foods. I'm going to try learning how to smoke meat that I can keep over the winter. Now, this has been a long tradition with people for thousands of years, but honestly, they didn't try to keep meat through the summer. They smoked meat and cured it to keep it through the winter. And in the summer, they had things like fresh game and fresh vegetables and things. Some things we're trying to do today, like we think we can smoke it and keep it all year long, you can't do it. It's going to spoil. It's going to get too warm. And if you don't have a freezer, you can't keep it. So when people say they're going back to the old way, go back even further. Go back to the really old way of just using that kind of stuff, the smoked meat and things. Just use that through the wintertime. When it starts warming up, forget it. Don't try to butcher a pig in the spring and think you're going to leave it hanging in a smokehouse or anywhere else all summer long. It needs cool temperatures to keep bacteria from growing. And you can watch videos all day long on YouTube how people used to do that. They used cold cellars, they used cold larders, they used basements and attics that stayed cold in the wintertime. They did not have a freezer. And when the meat went bad, it went bad. They were done with it. So just be safe. Be safe in how you prepare your food. how you preserve your food, how you store your food, because everybody has to eat. And I'd hate for anybody that is watching this to take chances and wind up sick, disabled, or dead, because that can happen.